It's 7:30. Good morning, I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. The family of a Tinambit teenager missing in bushland in the Wattigan Mountains remain hopeful he'll be found alive. The search for the 19-year-old will resume in half an hour. Yesterday, Polair and a team of 50 officers and volunteer rescuers on the ground failed to find any trace of him. He'd been camping with a group of friends when he went for a walk on Monday morning but failed to return. It's feared he may have fallen from the cliff top at Maclean's Lookout. A Newcastle man has faced court over the brutal bashing of a 64-year-old woman in Victoria. 24-year-old Stephen Smith is accused of punching the woman repeatedly in the face after she refused to hand over money in the car park of a Bendigo supermarket on Friday, leaving her with severe facial injuries. He's been refused bail, with the judge finding that he poses a danger to witnesses and the general public. Port Stephens MP Kate Washington is working to end the Hunters' confusion about just who is a surgeon, drafting an amendment to state health regulations. Changes to the definition of surgeon are being sought after an underqualified Parramatta practitioner using the title botched a woman's breast augmentation, contributing to her hospitalisation for cardiac arrest. Kate Washington says safe cosmetic procedures are difficult to find due to the loophole allowing the phrase to be used by health professionals with less training.
Many people, particularly in the world of cosmetic surgery, do not understand the level of qualification of the person that they are speaking with. So cosmetic surgeons and plastic surgeons are very different, and the difference between them can equate to about 7 years of training.
Former Newcastle Lord Mayor and developer Jeff McCloy's bid to overturn a ban on political donations heads to the High Court today. He's challenging the validity of state laws which prevent him and other developers from contributing to election campaigns, arguing current laws limit the implied freedom of political communication in the Constitution. Jeff McCloy was at the centre of last year's ICAC investigation into secret developer donations to the 2011 Liberal campaigns, telling the corruption watchdog he felt like a walking ATM at times. Preparations are underway for the Hunter New England Central Coast Primary Health Network's replacement of Medicare Locals from July 1. The service is seeking new staff for the organisation to improve upon what Medicare Locals have done, with services provided by the Hunter branch to be rebranded under the name of Hunter Primary Care. Newly appointed CEO Richard Nankervis says the PHN will be slightly different to present arrangements as it doesn't deliver services directly to the community.
The Primary Health Network will continue to directly support GPs and allied health and nurses and other providers. We're coordinating care across the health sector, but also really looking at making sure that we do focus on continuing to provide access to care.
And Newcastle country music star and former 2NURFM presenter Catherine Britt has revealed she is battling breast cancer. The 30-year-old says she found a lump in April, with tests later confirming the diagnosis. She'll undergo surgery this morning in Belmont Hospital to have the tumour and any potentially affected lymph nodes removed. Despite the diagnosis, Catherine is remaining positive, saying she'll schedule future tour dates around her treatment.
Sport for our sponsor, newcastlecheapestcars.com.au.
Newcastle Jets star Scott Neville insists doubt and instability are to blame for driving him away from the troubled club following his decision to join Western Sydney. The 26-year-old is expected to add further defensive steel to the Wanderers' backline after inking a 2-year deal to remain with the side until the end of the 2016-17 season. He'll be joined by Jets teammate Jacob Pepper, while Italian-based goalkeeper Mark Birighitti has stirred speculation he's planning to break contract with the intention of staying in Europe. Knights captain Kurt Gidley is set to learn his fate tonight as he fronts the NRL judiciary on a Grade 1 dangerous contact charge for his unsightly leg twist against Canberra 5'8" Blake Austin. The veteran risks a 1-match suspension and a blow to his career clean record if he's found guilty. And Knights stars Dane Gagai and Corbin Sims have been named as 2 of 3 emergency players for Queensland ahead of next Wednesday's second State of Origin. That's Sport, I'm Belinda De Las Heras.
2NURFM News Time 26 to 8.